Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So it seems as though Nicki Minaj continues to dominate. Pink Friday will be making history because it will be the first female rap album released this century to achieve a diamond status. And I think Nicki Minaj better hurry up and get that certification because you know Titanic and Błäśtëd is watching, and you know they will try to make invasions of payola diamond before Pink Friday. So Nicki needs to hurry up and get that certification. Now, Lauren the Icon, her album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, went diamond in the 90s, okay? So since then, there has not been a diamond album for a female rapper, so congratulations to Nicki Minaj. This is a really good accomplishment. Pink Friday is a classic. Definitely one of my favorite albums by Nicki Minaj. Not only that, Nicki Minaj was crowned the #1 female rapper by Payola Board for 2023.
I'm #1, y'all go argue over top 4. Clean, sweet, you getting mopped, ho.
See, the bars never lie. Now, at #2, there is, Doja Lamar, the bald head scallywag. Ice Spice at #3. Why isn't the pass around on this list? Well, I mean, Cobra was kind of a flop, no shade. Koi Fish, absolutely not. I don't think she deserves to be #4. I mean, this is just embarrassing. How is Koi Fish and Ice Spice over Błäśtëd? That's just embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Hopefully Ice Spice don't put out her debut album before Cardi B's second album. Now that would just be humiliating. But obviously they're going based on stats, and unfortunately, Section 8 gang, they just don't buy music. They do all this talkity talk, but they don't buy music. And that's why Criminal B has came in last place. To be quite honest, is like, that's just embarrassing considering that Quainfish only sold like 10,000 her last album, and she's still doing better than Cardi B. It's so embarrassing. You know what? Let's move on. Now, moving on from that, Doja becomes the first female rapper in history to have the title of the most streamed rap song in a year on Payola with The Town Is Dead. Since the creation in 2006, no other female MC has the #1 most streamed rap song of the year on this platform. So congratulations to the bald head scallywag, but Doja gets Payola. Okay, no shade. I like Doja Cat. I really do like her music, but sometimes I do believe that the kitty litters are a little bit delusional. Like, she didn't just sell 6K. I mean, come on now. She literally just sold 6K and y'all bragging about streams. Dumb streams are fake. They are fakety fake. Just like Doja Cat's personality. No shade. But with that being said, at least she's getting a push. See, Koi Fish can't even do 6K in per sales. Okay? But she still was top 5 because of the streams. The streams are taking over the charts. The industry no longer cares about per sales. That's why they keep fudging Nicki Minaj's numbers. They care about payola, playlisting, and radio, and be able to fudge the numbers, okay? So that way, eventually, I believe the industry will try to push Doja Cat to take Nicki Minaj's spot, okay? But I'm not impressed with the Payola accolades because we all know that Doja Cat's numbers are not real. No shade. Now, moving on to Błäśtëd. Błäśtëd goes in on her fans once again after Section 8 gang put together a Dr. Seuss book that, Cardi B could read. And it was all of her fans' messages and how much they love her but don't really buy her music or haven't supported any of her recent singles. And unfortunately, Bozos did flop on the charts. But Błäśtëd decides to send them a message saying, instead of getting me a book, because y'all know I can't read, get me some red bottoms.
But this is my second time getting a book, and I feel like the first time I got the book, it was the same thing. Like some party games were mad that they didn't get the book, and then I guess it's happening again. But just know that I love you guys. I just thought it was just a beautiful gesture. Next time when you guys give me another gift, some red bottoms.
So then one of her hugest fans said, I'll be getting you these red bottoms, Cardi. Send me your PO. Stink. They even have a cute flower on them. And then Botch and Bitter responds and said, this is why they call us. And she's talking about the Barbs calling, Section 8 gang retardy gang. Okay, because we know that some of the people in Section 8 gang, ride the short bus and have probably dropped out of middle school. So basically, she is calling her fans slow because clearly these aren't red bottoms. I really do feel bad for Cardi B. She really do have the worst fans. They don't buy her music. They post fake stats, okay, of Cardi B making her look a fool. And then on top of that, she hasn't been in the top 10, haven't had a top 5 in 4 years, okay? But they're putting together books that Botch and Bitter can't even read, okay? See how they be playing in her face? And they wonder why she dislikes them. Moving on to Scratch Off and all 12 of her fans turning their backs on her. So Scratch Off fans are tired of the collaborations. They added Scratch Off and said, girl, we love you, but you need to stop doing collabs with these unknown artists. Enough is enough. As fans, we want to see you win, and this will get you nowhere. A Scratch Off feature is losing its value. Yikes. No more baby drills and La Tylers and whoever the next era release. They tired of Scratch Off the D-lister collaborating with other D and F listers. I'm sorry. And so Scratch Off responded and said, y'all be getting beside yourselves. Shawty from the South Side, and she's hard as F. Now, she's talking about Anicia, a up-and-coming female rapper, okay, that she's working with, okay? And she said, I was an unknown artist before MFs acted too big for me. Stream when we drop, okay? So she's saying that, she is trying to help up-and-coming artists. But I believe the reality is that a lot of big mainstream artists don't really want to work with Scratch Off. See, outside of the US, Scratch Off might seem bigger, okay, because, she got the number one with, John Cook. She did a record with Cardi B. But if you really look at her stats are not that great, and that's why she has a lot of trouble getting A-list collaborations. So a lot of artists probably don't feel like they need to collaborate with Scratch Off. That's why she has to collaborate with up-and-coming D and F-list artists. No shade. Now, moving on to Queen B. More than 130,000 people went to see Renaissance, a film by Queen B in Brazil between December 21st and the 24th, generating more than $1 million in sales. Queen B's film continues to have the largest audience for a concert documentary film in 2023. Well, congratulations to Queen B. I still think that she won't be able to outsell the Chart Obsessed Racist film documentary. I don't think she'll ever be able to outsell that. And I think that Queen B's documentary would have done better if it was on streaming platforms. And it's showing. The sales ain't that high. $1 million is not that great. I know it's 3 days, but the Chart Obsessed Racist did more than that, okay, in the U.S., okay, and probably in other countries. So, to me, I understand that Queen B, she did well in Brazil, but in the U.S., you didn't do too well. In other countries, you didn't do too well either. Brazil, that's just one place. No shade. Now, moving back on to Nicki Minaj and Doja. Now, word on the street is that Doja Cat ain't too happy about Nicki Minaj mentioning her in interviews and talking about her on Station Head. Now, Nicki exposed Doja, the demonic cat, on the Funny Marco interview, basically saying that, Doja put her verse on Cowgirl, then took it back, then put her verse on it again, and then took it back, and basically said that she didn't believe that Nicki Minaj liked her. And to be quite honest, I don't really think Nicki really liked Doja, to be quite honest. Be honest with you. The reason why I feel that way is because I felt like Nicki always thought Doja was pandering, okay? But the Barbs just gravitated to Doja Cat so much because she mimicked Nicki to a T. Nicki couldn't really diss her. But I do believe Nicki always knew that Doja Cat was pandering and she never really liked her, and she kind of was testing her with this collaboration to see how it would go. But I definitely don't think Nicki really cared for Doja like that, because she didn't even hop on Planet Her. Okay? And Planet Her was one of Doja Cat's best albums. Now, I didn't really care for Get Into It Yeah. It's not one of my favorite songs, and I know that Nicki don't like Massive Attack, and that was the sample. But at the end of the day, you still didn't hop on Planet Her or the deluxe, so she probably feels some type of way about that. And now that Doja Cat is getting a heavy push, even though her sales are low, she's not doing well per sales wise, she's still getting a heavy push. She feel like, she's technically on your level because she's doing the same streaming numbers as you. Okay? So Nicki should have did that a long time ago. She should have cut Doja off a long time ago. It's too late now. She got the hybrid Barbs. But Doja Cat is not happy with Nicki, and she could be sending some shots Nicki's way in 2024 if Nicki keeps talking about her and station head and in these interviews. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Now, with that being said, Nicki Minaj also posted a cryptic message on Instagram. She posted and deleted this, but she said, "The Lord gave me a warning after warning after warning about them altars. Nevertheless, ... wink emoji, Pink Friday 2. Now, a lot of people are speculating that she's basically talking about, Criminal B putting a hex on Nicki Minaj, which, Nicki talked about in Ganja Burn. Okay? But with that being said, it don't look like it's working because Nicki Minaj is still on top and Cardi B's career is hanging by a piece of thread. Face botches ever. Marriage is in the toilet. Just like her music career, Titanic is clearly not giving her a push. And it looks like Cardi B's career is slowly sinking. And that's why she's scared to put out her second album. But let me know how you guys feel about it. Got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And have a great day.